Good morning. On Wednesday, the 28th of October 2020, where is the month going? Well, I had one of those slightly annoying moments this morning because yesterday, at some point when I was doing some service preparation, I had an idea for a reflection. And do you think I can remember what it was? No. So hopefully at some point it'll come back to me and it will still be a useful thought. And one of the things that I've been thinking about with regard to service preparation, because of the themes for this coming Sunday, was about hierarchy. And of course, we're getting a huge amount of political news from across the pond, as it were, as well as here at the moment. And I started to think about that because I've always been fairly uncomfortable with the kind of concept of hierarchy, although, of course, I know it exists. And living as I do with pets, one becomes only too aware that when there's more than one of them, there will be a hierarchy. But, do you know, in the present situation in which the world finds itself, hierarchy and position mean very little. The virus that we're all living with and alongside at the moment has no respect for our position, for what we are. Prince Charles has had it. Boris Johnson has had it. Who knows who else in our royal family and our the higher echelons, as it were, of society has had it, because we wouldn't probably know. Famous people have had it. People living on the streets have had it. Young people, old people, people who were previously sick, people who were previously apparently fit. All of those things somehow are unimportant in the face of this silent enemy. And then I started to think, and this is all a bit random really, then I started to think about the number of people I've seen as I've, walked down the street and so on, who've said, "How are you? Doing okay?" kind of thing, like you do with your mask and your distance. And almost without exception, people say, including me, "Doing fine. Yeah, I'm okay. Maybe a bit bored. It's all a bit same old at the moment." And a lot of people will then say, and I've done it myself, "Do you know, we've got such a lot to be thankful for. We live in a nice place and we've got a roof over our heads and we're out and about, we're able to at least have a little walk and so on." And of course that is so true, and things could be so much worse. But sometimes we do need to give ourselves permission to think, actually this isn't all right. This is actually really frustrating. We can't do any of the things that we normally do, or very few of them. We can't meet with the people that we like to spend time with. And for some people, that actually leads to spending an awful lot of time by yourself in your home, and probably not even in your garden as the weather is at this moment in time. And yes, we've got so much to be grateful for, but it is okay to say, "I've actually had enough of this. I'm really not very thankful today. I'm actually pretty fed up." And allow those thoughts to come, because suppressing that frustration and anger and whatever those feelings are, the sadness, isn't actually very good for us anyway. So let those feelings come and then be aware of them and hand them to God. Then hand them over. Don't try and stop them, because He already knows you've got those feelings. He already knows how frustrating we're finding this. So it's perfectly okay to let those feelings come and let them happen, and then say, okay, God, thank you for this time to allow myself to feel. Can you come alongside me now and help me? So until our reflection on Friday, I wish you every blessing and take care and do something for you today, however small that might be. Do something that gives you pleasure so that there's a continued valuing of ourselves. God bless.